one of my New Year's resolutions is do more originals that I want to do. And I'm gonna need someone to do more intro. I need someone to put together an intro. That asshole consulting intro you guys like, that was done by Paul years ago. And so I need something for like an original intro and then like the Clary podcast and then Good Morning Corona Champ, but neither here nor there. So I saw Bullet Train and I've watched it twice. I can't remember the last time I saw a movie twice. The first time I saw it, I was stuck on a plane. My Switch died, didn't have no battery. Crumpled up like this, probably going to get some kind of bad spine disease later on. I go through Delta. That's where the rich people fly. It was the only flight I had. I could not go Spirit Airlines the way up. So I was stuck with the rich people. They smelled me. They knew I wasn't one of them. Like, hey, this guy's off. He's different. This guy, he has the smell of not having any debt on him. Yeah, Bullet Train. All right, why the hell? Bullet Train, sure. It sounded like it didn't take itself too seriously. Like, you guys ever see Shoot 'Em Up? That's a great movie if you've ever seen it. Shoot 'Em Up. Hey, you know what it's about? It's about Clive Owen shooting people up. That's it. That's it. Bullet Train. I'm like, all right, maybe this isn't Casablanca. This isn't War and Peace. This is Bullet Train. And so I end up watching it, and I was like, holy cow. This is way more than some simple action plot with a bullet train involved. And to be perfectly honest, the bullet train has nothing to do with the plot. And the best way to describe this is Murder on the Orient Express. And it's basically a modern day reincarnation of that. And the train is merely the stage it's on. This could be taking place other places, but it's on a train, and that's how it takes place. They name it Bullet Train, just like Murder on the Orient Express, but it's really a whodunit mystery with a lot of action and blood and shooting. And the one thing I had there, it's always on the train. The one thing I couldn't, and you had to overlook it. I'm like, well, if all these people are dying and there's fights, the fastidious cleaning guy, you see him, he's the conductor on the train, Japanese. It takes place in Japan, by the way. The fastidious Japanese conductor cleaning and making sure they're very, very precise, very clean on the trains. Unlike America, where we allow our degenerates to poop in crap in it. But I ain't neither here nor there. Not making any value judgments. But if I got to live on it, I got to go on a train. It's going to be in Japan and not New York. All right, but that's me. But maybe you guys like feces and Democrat strongholds. I don't know. Maybe you stink so much you can't smell other people's feces in your. I don't. All right. Anyway, so the one thing I was like, it didn't square with me. There's like people getting killed left and right on this train, violently and gruesomely so. But the conductor and the cleaning people are never awakened to, hey, something's going on. They're clueless that there's violence happening all the time. But aside from that, it's kind of a whodunit action flick, blah, blah, blah. But there were two huge added benefits. One, the conversations were the characters. It was not just a murder mystery, but it was almost a little bit of a vignette for each character. It was to display and showcase each of these crazy, very interesting. And you almost are sad when some of the characters get killed so quickly. You're like, wait, that was a cool. Oh, yeah, well, we got to make it less than a 2-hour movie. And so it's just this colorful movie, and it physically is colorful. Lots of neon lights. It's just very physically like. What if the same guy did Lost in Translation? That also took place in Japan. It was also very visual. But the people, the characters themselves are incredibly visual. You're like, man, those. And well, I'll get to that later. Brad Pitt really isn't much of a character. He's merely the vehicle by which you see all these colorful characters with their colorful backgrounds. He's quite. I know he's the main character on the poster and everything, but he is literally you to watch this story unfold with all these other characters. That's really the role Pitt plays. Kind of elements of Indiana Jones. If he just didn't search for the Ark, the Nazis would have ended up killing themselves anyway. He was truly incidental to the film. Same thing here, kind of with Brad, but not at the end. And so that's the second thing that's really awesome about this movie. It's not just that it's a display of colorful characters, but it is way more deep and philosophical about luck, about fate, about having control over the situation, um, not caring. It doesn't promote Buddhism and Taoism and leave it be in the yin. It doesn't go stupid that much level, but it kind of showcases things like there's a fair amount outside of your control, and sometimes things happen for a reason. Uh, Brad Pitt has really bad luck, and then there's a girl on the train that has really good luck, but it all is tied, and in the end, that's where Brad Pitt's character actually is germane. And I think they brilliantly held that off until the end, teaching you a lesson. See, you'll watch the characters, right? This really is one you got to watch twice. You'll watch the characters, you pay attention to the main plot, like, watch it again, but then pay attention to the philosophical underpinnings or underlying tones of the movie. Especially where the Japanese dude, I'm not giving anything away, starts talking about the lady. Oh God, there's just some dry humor. I'll give you two examples of just the it's towards the end of the movie, and the old wise Japanese man comes on the train. Brad Pitt's had a long, horrible day, and they just sit next to each other. And the Japanese man looks at him and says, "You look tortured or tired." He's like, "It's been a long day. Would you like a story?" And Brad Pitt says, "No, I really don't want a story." "Well, looks like you could use a story." No, I'm good. I'm good. But it'd be of great help. And he's like, "No, man, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, I'll tell you the story anyway." There's a fight with Brad Pitt. But I'll tell you right now, the two best, there's a lot, they're all spectacular, phenomenal characters. It's great. But the two best, if there's main characters, it's the two British guys, Lemon and Tangerine. Those two, it's just like, oh God, it's just charming to watch those two guys go. And you got to pay attention. Put the English subtitles on because they talk fast and they got British accents, and it's great. What was I gonna say? So that the main second thing is that there's this philosophical, but then just this charm, finger in your face. That oh yeah, so I was gonna say. So Brad Pitt and one of the British guys is getting in a fight, but they can't let any of the Japanese staff know that they're fighting. So all of a sudden this gal comes in with the food card, and they, oh hey, how you doing? And they're all bloodied up and punched up. Oh yeah, and like they have to keep up the show, while this girl's in between them, and then she's on her way, and then Brad Pitt just is a complete dick move. Hey, wait a minute, you got any water? I get some water. I got some water. What about some sparkling water? He just drinks it, just waits for the call. Oh, yeah. And then he's like, oh, I don't got any money. My friend over there has some money, though. So this is okay, I know you all like Top Gun Maverick, right? Very clever. If you want a good, deep philosophical movie, like this is, it wasn't a huge hurdle. Huge hurdle. It wasn't a huge hurdle to be a good movie in 2022. It just wasn't. It's like being a hot chick in America. Just don't be like, morbidly obese. Oh my God, she's only 173 pounds. This, by historical standards, would have been a very good movie. By today's standards, it's exceptional. If you want to go see it, absolutely. I kind of wish I saw it in a theater because it is visual. But it is very good movie. And so if you are looking for a movie on the Netflix or the Amazon, and I'm going to recommend Amazon. Why would you recommend Amazon, Aaron? Do you like Jeff Bezos? Not particularly, but link below, I have my Amazon affiliate program. So, which doesn't cost you anything more, but I get a percentage and a cut. I get like a 5% cut on all your purchases, including renting Bullet Train. But if you were to buy, like, I don't know, the Jackery 1000 solar panel arrays. So like, you don't have to worry about post-apocalyptic America or something. And I got a commission on a $1,100, $1,600. I'd be okay with that too. Or you just buy all your stuff online for an entire year, and then you make me very happy. Anyway, the link is down there. You can watch it on Amazon or whatever else. But it was just a good flick. It was a really good flick. Funny, entertaining, good. The plot is pretty simple, but the plot wasn't the main plot. The plot was to teach you this philosophy and to show you all these characters. And there's a couple surprises at the end that are really clever. It was a very well done movie, and one I strongly recommend you. And in the sea of just absolute garbage, where these Hollywood morons that are too busy, I don't know what they do. I don't know if they're having sex with animals or I don't know what they do in Hollywood. I really don't know. They're not writing good movies. They're not directing good movies. And is it a remake? Yes, technically it is. It's Murder on the Orient Express. But just like McClintock was a remake of Taming of the Shrew, but in a Western setting, this is just a modern day, very good version of Murder on the Orient Express with a healthy dose of wonderful characters and a pretty cool and deep philosophical message. And that's it. So the link is down below. See if we got any super chats. Ryan Ennis, $5. You're the dieselest diesel that ever dieseled is one of my new favorite phrases. Yeah. The guy, how he uses Thomas the Tank to reference it. Oh, yeah. No, he's got to see. Oh, you brought your sticker book. You brought your effing sticker book. I want the guys that did the job in Colombia. It's great. It's great. Scrolling. That's it. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.